Oh, hey everybody. I've been getting tons of messages talking about the new ZR1 versus Mustang GTD. Let me backtrack for a second. Wow. Well, ZR1, it's not even out yet. All we know is that we've been seeing so-called spy shots on the internet. Why should I consider getting a Corvette ZR1 when you have vehicles like the new GT3 RS out or the Ford Mustang GTD supercar? Vehicles that blur the line between a race car and a street car. This is a fair point because price point wise, I'm pretty sure the ZR1 will be getting very close to the price point of the Mustang GTD. Will it have 800 horsepower? Will it have drag reduction technology with a wing that will go flat to the ground or the bodywork and then raise up? Or will it have adjustable flaps that control the downforce effects all over the vehicle? No one really knows. I personally think there are so many areas for improvement Chevrolet can utilize when developing the ZR1. Because having the current C8 Z06 with the Z07 track package going to 8 different racetracks, putting on almost 7,000 miles on the vehicle, I've learned quite a lot, especially driving up against other supercars like the Ferrari F8 Tributo or even the Lamborghini Huracan STO. Chevrolet has a bit of an issue on their hands as well. In this video, I'm going to go over the 5 real important upgrades this new ZR1 needs to have to be able to compete with the Mustang GTD supercar. And before I do that, if you enjoy this video, make sure to hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you do not miss a single video coming out your way, and smash the like button. Let's get straight to it. Number 1, Chevrolet needs to figure out weight. I weighed my Z07 and it came out to be 3,660 something pounds within that figure for the curb weight with gas. That is going to be over 400 pounds heavier than a 992 GT3 RS with active aero technology. That's going to be 400 pounds heavier or so than a McLaren Artura, I believe. That's a hybrid. Same goes for the 750S. That new McLaren weighs 3,060 pounds with gas, and it's got 740 horsepower. I think weight is very critical. We don't know the exact weight of this new Mustang GTD yet. However, we do know they are taking many more efforts, much more of a commitment towards lowering weight than the Chevrolet team, it seems, because we're finding carbon fiber body panels all over this Mustang GTD, such as the hood, also the trunk, different tricks to lower the weight of their product, their platform. For the Corvette Z06, I can't tell you a single body panel that is carbon fiber to save weight. Even that massive trunk lid, that's not carbon fiber. Is the hood carbon fiber? No. Actually, I just remembered one piece that is carbon fiber that I guess could lower the weight. It is the removable targa top roof. Other than that, are the fenders carbon? No, they're aluminum, I believe, up front. Also, how about the rear bumper? No, it's not. I think there are so many different areas that the Chevy team can focus on to lower the weight of the ZR1. There is one big problem though. When it comes to creating carbon fiber body panels and trying to find any trick or loophole a brand can to lower weight on a vehicle, inherently it does increase production cost and production time. When I went to the assembly plant for Corvette, they're building Z06s in the same amount of time as a Stingray. They were all going down this mass production plant on the same vehicle line. I saw a Stingray, then a Z06, then a Stingray. They're building the six-figure $150,000 Z06 right alongside the standard base model Stingray, and they're able to achieve it. It's an incredible feat because the Z06, I mean, it's a legit supercar in my opinion. It can take down so many vehicles. It's got a flat plane crank. Obviously that engine's hand-built versus the LT2 pushrod V8 in the Stingray. When it comes to carbon fiber, there are so many production constraints that Chevrolet has had within the past year just to get the track package out. What I'm getting at is this. Ford is able to go down this route of creating a bespoke, hand-built Mustang. I don't know what Chevrolet can do at their assembly plant to get that close to a bespoke car. I do know that they need to focus on lowering weight, because the heavier a vehicle is, the faster you will go through tires, you will go through brakes. The reason why is because it takes more energy. It takes more energy to toss and turn a heavier vehicle. They're not as nimble as, let's say, a Miata. Ask any professional racing driver, what is the first thing you notice getting out of a production street sports car and then getting into a factory-built race car? They're going to say the weight. The weight is something you can't escape. You can hide it, you can mask weight pretty well by putting on the widest tires ever, the widest and stickiest tires ever. It always comes full circle. And a lot of brands know this. They know that the most critical aspect to making a fast track car is the weight. I think Chevrolet is going to do something like this for the ZR1. We had the carbon fiber hood for the ZR1 in the past. I'm pretty excited to see what they do. Anyways, coming to the second thing that is really important, it's on my mind, it's the power. The Corvette Z06 is lacking big time on acceleration compared to an 800 horsepower Mustang or even like a Ferrari F8 Tributo. It simply can't keep up. I think Chevrolet needs minimally 800 plus horsepower for this new Corvette ZR1 on straightaways where it comes to top speed, high speed sections on a racetrack. 670 horsepower just doesn't cut it, especially with fixed aero. The third thing Chevrolet really does need for their ZR1 to compete with the GTD, it needs drag reduction technology. We find this on virtually every single modern supercar out there, from Lamborghini with their ALA system, which is an active aero system that has flaps and controls airflow to give more pressure on independent sides of their Lamborghini Huracan or Aventador SVJ. This is critical for reducing drag, but also giving you all the extra cornering grip you need to corner fast. McLaren does this with their active aero rear spoiler that goes all the way up, then all the way down. It is more effective, I'd say, because you can use their spoiler as an air brake. When you hit a braking zone, smash your foot on the brake pedal, it shoots up and helps you slow down faster, just like in Formula One. We're also seeing this on the GTD Mustang. It has a massive rear spoiler lifted up. It looks like a GT race car for how high the spoiler is. The spoiler can increase downforce on the back end by shooting the middle section up, creating resistance. And then it can also lower it flat to create less drag. I think drag reduction is critical because, yeah, you can have more and more power, but you also need downforce. With more downforce, it's just going to slow you down. You mainly see those slowdowns in high-speed sections. Power can overcome it, but it needs a lot more power to overcome it. If you have an active aero system, you can more efficiently get to your higher top speed. It's all about being efficient on the racetrack and managing airflow. This is something Chevrolet needs. The fixed spoiler on the Z06, it's good. It provides a decent amount of downforce, but we need less drag. This gets me to the fourth thing. That is, we need more downforce. Yes, downforce means everything on the track, just like weight, because with more downforce, you can corner faster. Just like what we're talking about in our GT3 RS versus Ford Mustang GTD analysis video, downforce is what you find in Formula One for a reason. If those vehicles didn't have a big wing in the back, they would not be able to corner at 160 plus to 200 miles an hour almost. Physics is everything. Physics can tell you how fast you can go. Yes, putting a wider tire on can give you more mechanical grip. It can create more suction effect on the ground where it's more rolling resistance and the car won't kick out. Yeah, however, the faster you go, there's more inertia. There's more force keeping you going in the direction that you are currently going. It's all about controlling it. The Z06 really needs more downforce because the GT3 RS, for example, has 1,900 pounds of downforce at 177 miles an hour. That's over 1,000 more pounds of downforce at 170 to 180 miles an hour than the Z06 with the Z07 track pack. That is what the Mustang GTD is all about. It has a massive rear aero system with DRS. It has massive aero up front. What do you see on race cars? Aero. Okay, so far we've talked about the weight, we've talked about the power, we've talked about drag reduction, we've talked about downforce. That leads us off with one Final thing, the fifth thing. Any guesses? Well, I kind of referenced this with our weight topic. This is my final point because it is, I think, the most critical point. They need to become very focused. I don't think they should make the ZR1 as the best all-around high horsepower C8 Corvette they make. No. When you have a vehicle that is always trying to do everything, they become compromised. The Lamborghini STO isn't trying to be the most comfortable vehicle on the street. There isn't a version of the STO that gives you more soft suspension. Same goes for the GT3 RS. With the current Z06, you can buy the looks of their track variant, but opt for comfort suspension in comparison without getting the upgraded suspension for the Aero. Because they know their target audience. They know these people, they want the looks of a supercar, but they don't want the performance of one, which makes it an interesting dilemma. You don't find this issue with Porsche, you don't find this issue with Ford. When they go about creating their halo car, the ultimate street legal Mustang ever made, or Porsche GT3 ever made, they're not concerned about making it more comfortable on the street. In my opinion, that's not why you buy a special supercar with a purpose. If I want comfort, I'll go buy a BMW or a very luxurious Mercedes. You get what I'm saying? Even an SUV with soft, smooth riding suspension. You buy a race car, you buy a track car, you buy a bespoke supercar for the focus they give you, for what they mean, what they stand for, for the roller coaster ride they are. That is the most important thing. I wish that the spoiler for the Z06 was bigger, and it's perfectly positioned behind the hatch. And the hatch itself has a massive opening for rear luggage. When you back up, you can tell how that has impacted the body of the car. It is more, I'd say, rectangular, tall, and pushed out. This makes the vehicle bigger, it makes it heavier. To have the extra luggage space, it has made the vehicle heavier. Same goes for the front. I wish that Chevrolet would put on an S-duct up front to utilize all that front empty space for downforce or other aerodynamic purposes. Because even for my Z06, where I was chasing the lightest variant possible, with the most downforce, the craziest one I can buy for my purpose of driving it like it's designed to be, I still found a massive frunk. I don't need a massive frunk. I don't need all this space for golf clubs. And I know GT3 owners, Huracan STO owners, new Ford GT owners, all these owners of these special supercars, they aren't worried about that either. They take something else. I think it's important to make a vehicle not compromised, to have a focus. And when you have a focus, your vehicle can be the best of the best it can be. This is important. I am only talking from my opinion when it comes to buying a $200,000 to $300,000 supercar. You want all the engineering possible to achieve that. Yes, there are huge scenes for Grand Tour vehicles or even supercars with lots of luxurious space and storage areas. Yeah, I totally understand that. We're talking Mustang Gtd versus ZR1. We're talking GT3 RS or GT2 RS, which is the more likely competitor, versus ZR1. You can't be the compromised car to compete with these vehicles. You just can't. You gotta throw everything that you have at development. You gotta use all the space you have. You gotta focus on the 4 other key aspect areas we talked about in this video. And if they do all that, I think they have the capability to truly come out with something groundbreaking, something like a new Ford GT. I really do think so. Please let me know your thoughts. With all those upgrades, 800 horsepower, active aero, a lower curb weight, drag reduction technology, and a clear focus, can this new Corvette ZR1 take down the GT2 RS, GT3 RS, and as the title talks about, the Ford Mustang GTD. This is a big moment for America, as these cars are marking a whole new era of ultimate racing technology thrown onto a street car. I can't wait. It's exactly why I'm making this video, because I'm just stoked. I'm very excited. I can't wait to hear your thoughts as well, because all of us, we share such similar passions on this channel. I like to use this channel as a forum too. So hearing all your thoughts, it's highly valued. If you enjoyed this video, again, smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see all of you in the next episode.